Howdy folks, just got my, Monday I got my Evolutions blade Motohara. Took about 7.5 weeks to get from ordering till it hit my doorstep, but I'm gonna go over it a little bit for you. I'm overall pretty happy with it, but there's a couple things that I'm not kind of disappointed with a little bit. You chickens, be quiet out there. Damn yard birds. But anyway, let's go over some close-ups. First thing, go through the kashira, start from this end. The kashira is, these are silver fittings. A little bit of patina on there. That's one of the things that was kind of disheartened. I was disheartened about. The photograph he sent me, which is one of the deciding factors of why I got the higher cost fittings, which cost $200 extra. They are not the fittings that he sent in the photograph. These fittings are a little bit more muddied, and they were bright in the photograph like this. And quiet. And but I guess he did send me an email, and I did mention it, and he said he would send me my money back after I inspected the Katana, so if I didn't like the fittings. So we'll see how it goes. I got the nice navy blue, midnight blue Japanese silk Ito. The transition of the kashira to this Ito is perfect. No ridges or lips, nothing to my finger's going to catch on or anything. It's absolutely smooth and perfect. The Samigawa, there's a couple different grades you can get. I got the lower grade, so it's got the smaller nodules, no emperor nodes. But I do like the tea-stained, I guess it's maybe tea-stained, I'm not sure, but the antiqued look of this Samigawa. All my other katanas got that bleached white Samigawa. Silver Manuki, all silver fittings, higher quality, nice file work on the seppa. The transition between the Fuchi and the Ito is perfect. It's got a nice Sakashi style Suba. The nice copper ring around it. They had a few like that, and I just really like that. I think it sets off really nice with the antique Samigawa. It just makes it look really, really well. I'm thinking about getting this patina off there and having it shiny like this, but I haven't decided yet. The transition between the Koiguchi and the Fuchi are really close. Happy about that. The saya is a nice high quality saya. The Koiguchi, Kurigata, and the Kojiri, they're all synthetic. And I was hoping for traditional buffalo horn, but they said they don't use that anymore because they've had a few come. He's had a few come into New York there where he's at from South Korea. I think it's Korea where these come from, and they were cracked because of humidity changes and stuff like that. So they don't use that no more. He said the synthetic is stronger than the buffalo horn, but I'm kind of a traditionalist. I like the look of the buffalo horn and whatnot. But it's got silver shiridome, which is good. It's got a nice thick. It's not that shoestring sageo you get on some of the cheaper katanas. I'm not sure if this is silk or synthetic silk. For $2,000, I was hoping it was silk, but it could be synthetic. I'm not sure. The Kojiri, it's kind of flared out a bit. It's got a little lip to it, but I don't think that's gonna be too bad going in the P.O.B or not. But very smooth. There's a lot, very high gloss black lacquer on here. Many coats. It doesn't have fingerprints. Don't show up on it very well. It does, but not like I thought. And it's just very smooth and sleek. And if you look, Oh, it's got a nice distance between the Korigata and the Koiguchi. Perfect for the hand. Perfect distance. It falls out fairly easy. If I bend over, I'm sure it won't fall out when it's in the obi. But just a little bit of movement and it comes out. I might shim it. I might not. Not sure yet. But if you look at the thickness, this is about the thinnest saya I have, and as thin as it is here, it tapers to even to a less width there. It's nice and thin, tapers right down to. I do like that. That's gonna go really well in and out of the obi when you're drawing and performing noto. You can tell this is there's no rattle or anything. This saya was made specifically for this blade. You can tell that. Nice antiqued Tsuba. I like that. Nice pitting. There's these edges here. They're nice and rounded. There's nothing I'm going to catch my thumb on or anything like that. They seem to be fairly rounded off, so that's good too. Let's get to the Koiguchi, which is done really well. A little bit of oil there from the Katana, but no gunk, no buildup, and it's just done really well, in my opinion. Very nice, very nice. I'm happy with it. I wish it was a little heftier. It's almost like balsa wood. It's so light. You know, it might be flopping around and moving around a little bit in the obi, but I wish it had a little more heft to it. But other than that, it's high quality, in my opinion. Okay, let's get to the seppa here. It's very nice file work. Some of the best seppas I got in my collection on my katana. It's got some really nice file work on it. But this habaki is the best habaki I have on my katana in my collection. It's got like I love that I call it burnt copper. But it's got like it's not oil on it, but it's just like a lamination or something on it. But it's just perfect. I just love it. The scratch rain pattern habaki. The transition where it goes into the habaki, I can't remember what these are called, this side and this side. My brain having a brain malfunction, but they're done perfect. Nice file work on each end of the habaki. I'm just really impressed with this. This is, if you're into fittings as well as the blade, you know, sword furniture, this is where a lot of the money's going, I do believe. See if we can get the hamon here. Get it to the blade. It's got a pretty decent hamon. You can see it in a lot of different lights. Looking at the camera here, I can't tell if you can see it well in there or not. It's got a nice okasaki. It's a cosmetic kasaki, a yokote here, this line. It's not geometric. I should have asked, but I forgot to even mention it. But you can't feel it. It's just cosmetic. It's not geometric. The shinogi line, this ridge here, is real close to the mune, the spine of the blade. It gives it, and there's no niku on this blade. This blade was meant for. It's a light mat cutter. It's just meant for mats, and that's it. No bottles, no anything harder than a mat. Katana is not for that. But see if I can get this side. The hamon. Might be some fingerprints on there. Just overall, I'm pretty happy with it. There's a few things like I saying I was a little bit disappointed in, but the thinness of this blade is incredible. It starts out thin out of the habaki, but then even gets thinner as you get towards the yokote, as you get towards the kasaki, the tip. And it's an extremely thin, wide blade, which is going to make for an excellent cutter, I do believe. But I won't be able to make a proper assessment until I do some cutting with it. Is it worth it? Is it worth $2,000? What this cost me? Would have cost me $1,800 if I would have got the regular iron fittings. But a magnet won't stick to these, so I assume they are. And he guaranteed me that they are. When I emailed him about the detail was muddied, he said they are silver. But I don't know if it's just because they ran through so many of the mold that, you know, it just started dulling the mold out a bit. I'm not sure. But we'll see what happens. It's a very, very light blade. So let's go over some specs real quick, and we'll see how it goes. The Nagasa, the length of the blade is 29 inches from the back of the habaki to the tip of the kasaki is 29 inches. It's 30 1/8 with the habaki. It's got an 11-inch ska. The Sori, the curvature of the blade is 3/4 of an inch. The weight of this sucker is pretty light. It comes in at a whole 1 pound 2 ounces. And that's because of the thinness of the blade. And, with the saya, it's a 1 pound 10 ounces. But it feels very lively and light, and the directional changes are going to be really good, I do believe. It's made of SKS3 Japanese tool steel from Japan. The point of balance is 5 9/16 from the Tsuba. I have a katana, my Buge crane katana, which is a little bit closer. It's like 3 7/8. So it feels a little more, that Buge feels a little more balanced, but even though this is a good, light, energetic, lively blade. Let's go through some paper cutting. This is like the 7th take, so my paper's a little bit moist from the air and whatnot, but let's see if we'll... Yeah, that's cutting all right. Yeah, it's cutting pretty good. But other than that, I can't make if it's worth it or not. I'll have to see after I do some cutting with it. So, hope you enjoyed the looks of this thing. I was really waiting for it to get here and really excited. And can't wait to, I got to order some tatami. That might take a week or two. But and I'll get a cutting video of this in action. So hopefully I didn't stutter too much in this video, and the uhs and ahs and all that business. But well, I think that's all I got to say. So God, family, friends, and country.